Heyo, this is EpiQ56 and StarMix presenting Q&A Part 2. Hey man, you guys have some random questions, and who knows, I'm gonna give out some random answers. And even though this is less questions than it was before, but who knows, it could just be yes. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So, let's start off with the questions. Oh. Okay, first question is from Ellie03005. Said about the video was awesome. And I was like, aw, thank you. Even though it's not much, but I just thought about like putting green screen on the my computer screen in the drawing and just put random stuff on it because yes. And so one question, let's see. Do you have any advice for people who are getting into drawing and art? So sadly, I don't have a good advice, but I do want to say this for everybody who is trying to start with art, because I want to say that everybody do start off drawing not great, but and then later on, once you actually practice more and more, you actually get really better at it. Because the thing is, like for example with me, I mostly have drawn animals first and then later on humans. So it's like, sometimes you actually want to draw something first, like you want to draw like animals first or humans first or like even objects or the landscapes itself and stuff. And that's actually fine, because the thing is, I know like later on, like once you practice more and more and like seeing what you want to draw with, and then later on you actually get really better at it. So I do want to say it does take like a lot of time, and like just draw what you really want to draw. And of course some may say like, man, it looks so bad, but the thing is like at least it's a start. Really, you want to like later on just you want to practice more with it. You have to draw more. You want to actually experience drawing other things and stuff, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm experimenting more with painting and watercolor and all that type of stuff. So, and if people want to start off drawing like digitally, then try it. Like if you don't have a drawing tablet, just try with a mouse. And if you don't have a good drawing program, just start with paint. And then who knows, later on, once you actually search up about certain like paint programs and stuff, and you want to practice with those things, then you can do that too. Everybody starts out differently, so just try your best with anything. So just don't get too carried away with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't stress out. Just take many breaks as you need it. Drink a lot of water too. And yeah. I think that's what I could probably say. I don't know if it's even advice or not, but I'm just like saying like it's just how I can see like how people want to start off with and how they want to practice more with, etc., etc. So I think that's all I can say. So next question is from Rogue Shadow, and the question is, what do you like doing in your free time besides art? Any fun or interesting hobbies we don't know about? Okay, so even if you also mean like by animating and stuff and drawing comics, I don't usually draw comics as much as I used to anymore. But so other than like from drawing anything, I would say just playing video games, and I have playing like a lot of video games from time to time. So even when I'm trying out demos in here too. So. And interesting hobbies. Well, the thing is, now I'm starting to experience of developing like maps for the games, like from Team Fortress 2 and Gears of War 5. Because now in Gears 5 they actually have I would say like you can customize your own map thing, even though it's like it gives you just puzzle pieces and you just put them together on your own, and like I have fun actually making random maps and stuff. It's really like fun. And for Team Fortress 2 maps, it's I'm still practicing with that one, because it seems like involves for 3D stuff, which I'm not really good at, but I just thought of like trying some things out just to see how it goes. So since I'm still in like at college for now, I probably don't have anything else I could think of. So but that's all I'm probably gonna say for now. And so then the next question, and it's from Andy. You I know that last word. I would pronounce it by the same time. Things will get really weird if I make the sound. So this question, and it has a picture of this cube. And the question is, can you look at this cube? And I'm like, okay. Stare. It's a good cube. That's all I can say. It's a nice looking cube. So the next question from Broken Popcorn. So, and there's 2 questions. So, any new artsy discoveries? Yes, actually. I have learned that even when you make certain colors like red and blue, it doesn't quite actually make purple. Just because of the certain types of reds and certain types of blues. And it's not just that, it could be actually any color. That like once you're trying to mix it to get to a certain color, it does not actually cooperate because of the colors you have. So, that's my experience from painting. And another one is, also, what do you use to animate and how has your journey been learning it? So, I have used a lot of programs to start when it comes to animating. So, and yes, that's a lot of things I have animated. In the journey, oh boy, I still need to do the video about the motorcycle because man, that was an experience. It was both good and bad experience, and I'll explain it in the other video if I can. So, overall, when learning through what I'm going through today of animating, it's still going good. So just, I'm not trying to stress out too much, and I have some ideas that I want to animate and stuff, but hopefully things can get a little better or so, but yes. So next question is from Denexi, and I think I pronounced that name right because I always have trouble with it before. So, big boy question time. Oh boy, what's the question? Can you draw me holding your cats? Yeah, here's the quick sketch of what I'm doing so far. Also, I'm really interested. How did you get the idea for the name Zeppelspark? Okay, so I think that's all I can remember or say. So that's all the 3 reasons. Like I say, like it's for the social media purposes and the male version of ZappyQ, and will be the backup YouTube channel in case if my original channel is no longer here. And now the next question is from SnippyArts or SnippyArts. What is your favorite music genre? So that one is actually like a tough one because I mostly am a fan of like techno music or EDM. Once I actually discovered it throughout the internet. So, if I had to say like what's my favorite music genre throughout all the techno music, I might want to say electro. It's because one of my favorite songs is actually electro, and most of the songs that I listen to is actually electro. So it was all good. And I also really like new disco and indie dance, but I still electro is still like the top from all that. So And I think that's all the questions that I have. And yes, it is that low. Wait, I am from the future. We got more questions. So, good thing I actually double checked just in case. So, more questions from Claude Dog Eater Looster. And man, it's been such a long time since I heard that name. Zepping, I'm glad that you've been doing good so far. And the comment says, man, it has been such a long time since you uploaded stuff. I know, like over a year or so. I saw your work and demo gameplays earlier. But more may be coming soon, but we may never know. So some questions for second Q&A. Okay. So number 1, how has your life been after your first year or so in college? Also, it feels like I've been in college for around like 3 years or more. Because I'm supposed to graduate this year, but they won't let me. Because they told me something from the last minute. I would rant about it, but I'm not gonna do so. So in summary, it's like, it's been doing good from the first year, but then later on I started to despise it more. But it is how it is. So number 2, what is your college major? So it's graphic design, but mostly I'm just heading towards with animation stuff, mostly. So, and any minors? Astronomy, just in case. And number 3, what are your future plans for your life and not just your YouTube future? Okay, so yeah, YouTube is basically just my hobby at this point, which also includes with just animating and playing games and stuff. But my future plans is basically just moving out somewhere, and I've been going back and forth about working in an animation company or just make my own business to do animations, like make an animation studio and stuff. Do you have any idea on how you're going to fulfill those plans? It takes time. Loads of time. And number 4, what got you into doing YouTube? I got kicked from Facebook. That's the shortest summary I can do. And my family didn't mind me having YouTube, even though they don't know my YouTube account. What or who got you into artwork and animation? Doing artwork, I just basically did that alone, but when it comes to animations, I just seen like independent animators. And mostly this YouTuber named Shippage. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I would like talk more about it, but I want to keep things in short. 5. Do you still speak with your old friends like Xcar? Sadly, no. Like both Therians and Xcar, I never talked to again. And with Cookies, she changed her name a lot, by the way. We barely talk, but we're mostly doing our own things now, so there's no plans on doing collaborations anymore. So it's, yeah, I don't have any real life friends anymore, but bright side is that I still have like online friends that I sometimes talk to from time to time. Not too often though, just is dependable. And now for some softer and easier questions. Oh boy! What type of music do you like and any specific artist? So, I did actually answer that question before about what type of music, but specific artists, so clue with Tristan, Televisor, Rogue, Nitro Fun, Mr. Fiji Ouija, and others that I can list out here. How long have you been working? Somewhere in the early 2010s, but I could be wrong. What types of jobs do you have before the one you're in now? Okay, so in summary, I had took care of fishes and worked in retail, dealing with customer service, which is my least favorite. And I worked in a small company that gives people experience of using VRs. It's actually really cool. That was actually my favorite one so far. Is there anything particularly like or dislike? Like, oh, anything means anything from, okay, the way to write, whatever. I probably will like write a list because I know like my thought is just So, because for me, I cannot even think of anything for right now because for me, I am tired. 4, I start running questions. Yep, I run. No worries. If you have more questions, part 3 may be coming soon or not, because I don't know. I hope it's getting better for you. Well, it's dependable, really. Ups and downs, actually. Past few years have been rough. However, you're still pulling through. Still have better things yet to come. I know. Because I always keep on telling others and to myself, like, it takes a lot of time to actually see the brightness within the future. Because everybody, like I said, everybody has ups and downs. And there are many of us that are pushing through just to get through, like, obstacles and get to the light that we need. So, I think we be able to see a chance that we might see something more, like, beautiful or something. But more positivity and stuff, so. But yeah, throughout the years it's been rough in some moments, but still going. So just still going through. So yay. So thank you guys for with these questions. Sorry that I can't be able to answer in a good way possible or so, but I don't know. My mind. But thank you guys for these questions, and thank you guys for roundly watching. Many more may be coming soon. May never know. May never know. And thank you guys for roundly watching. And ZeppyQ56 is out. Click.